Hello everyone, I'm Nick Manalo and I'm gonna share with you on how to perfect your Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment. The advantage of Foliage Alpha Keratin are, it is naturally beautiful, it makes your hair soft, healthy, frizz-free, and easy to manage. With no irritating smell, easy to apply, and most importantly, safe. We have today Trina as our model for our Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment. As you can see, our model's hair is dry, coarse, and frizzy. Before we start with our Foliage Alpha Keratin procedure, let me give you some tips on how to achieve perfect keratin treatment service. Be careful to recommend keratin treatment to your clients, especially with very damaged and compromised hair. Although it's a hair treatment, it should still be used with caution. Why? Keratin treatment products contain protein granules, but they can also damage hair in the process because of the small amount of chemical ingredient like formaldehyde, although at a safe level. Another reason is because the heat of your styling tools, which is set between 200 to 220 degrees centigrade, can also burn and break hair that is already damaged. Do not recommend keratin treatment if client wants to color or highlight hair with ashen base like gray, silver, or platinum. Color pigments of ash colors are bigger, hence it only stays outside the cortex. So when you iron the hair with high temperature, ash colors can potentially go out of the cuticle scales, causing fading. And lastly, we recommend to our clients to have keratin treatment every 2 to 3 months only. If your client comes back after a month for another keratin treatment, I recommend our Foliage Dual treatment instead. It's also a deep conditioning treatment that allows hair regain its perfect condition, making it smoother, shinier, and frizz-free. Then, I suggest for her to come back after a month for another keratin treatment. We are now ready to start Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment service. Our first step is to thoroughly shampoo hair using number 1 Foliage Purifying Shampoo. It's important that you use a shampoo that will work well with our Foliage Keratin to achieve maximum result. Foliage Purifying Shampoo perfectly cleanses hair, removing unwanted residue or buildup caused by multiple chemical treatments. This is how to properly shampoo hair. Emulsify only the hair strands. Avoid touching the roots to prevent scalp irritation. Wait until hair is rough or coarse before rinsing, because this means that hair is well and ready to take in our keratin smoothing cream. For clients with virgin hair or oily hair, if the hair still feels soft after rinsing, you may need to shampoo the second time to make sure that they are well prepared. Do not use conditioner after shampoo. Just towel dry. Our second step is to dry hair enough to remove the excess water or drippings. It's important that we keep the moisture of the hair during the product application process. You should be ready with a water sprayer to be used in dry areas while in the product application. What happens when you apply keratin smoothing cream to dry hair? First, it's harder to apply. Second, hair will unnecessarily absorb more product, which will be harder to remove during final cross-checking. It's not true that you can have better result if you use more product in the case of keratin treatments, because keratin treatment has chemical components, so it's important that we use appropriately. Also, it will generate more smoke during ironing process that can irritate the eyes, and the excess keratin product may turn into white dandruff-like flakes when you iron the hair. By following the recommended amount of Foliage keratin product to be used, you can achieve its maximum result. Smoother, shinier, healthier, and more manageable hair, removing unruly, frizzy hair. No need to use round brush when drying hair. hand drying is enough. It is during ironing process that we are activating the chemical component of keratin treatment. Now, our client's hair is ready for our Foliage Alpha Keratin Smoothing Cream, which is our third step. For easier and more systematic product application, do proper hair sectioning. First, it is important to use the right tail comb for keratin treatment application. Which part of the hair do you think is normally most dry and sensitized? You're right, it's midlands to ends because it already went through several chemical treatments. This is the reason why we need to change our application technique. Instead of starting from the roots, we will now start the product application process at the ends towards the roots to allow more product to stay longer and be absorbed by the most damaged part of the hair. Again, we apply from roots to ends without touching the scalp. Apply Foliage Keratin Smoothing Cream moderately. You can see that once the product is applied into hair, it becomes instantly shiny like this. We need to comb through the hair several times to be able to remove excess product. This is called cross-checking. You know already what will happen if we do not remove the excess product, right? You will know if your application is correct if there's no product stuck in between teeth of your tail comb like this. Do not worry. It's easy to remove the excess product by wiping your tail comb to a clean towel. Do cross-checking every section. When you reach the frontal area, apply the product and comb through hair away from the client's face to avoid eye irritation. If you notice that you missed to apply product on some part, you can just correct right away. Do cross-checking again before wrapping the hair with cling wrap. Wrap hair with shower cap or cling wrap after applying Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment. Cling wrap helps produce more heat on the scalp, allowing our Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment deeply penetrate the hair cuticle. Process hair for 30 minutes. Do not over-process. After full development time, do a final cross-checking. This is your last chance to remove excess product to minimize smoke and avoid creating dandruff-like flakes on client's hair. Our next step is to blow dry the hair up to 100% using the hand drying technique. No need to use a round brush because the low aldehyde content is being activated during the ironing process anyways. We now come to our step number 7, which is ironing the hair. It's important that we set the heat of your iron between 200 to 220 degrees centigrade to make sure that you are activating the aldehyde component when the iron touches the hair. Gently iron the hair from nape towards the front. When you iron the hair, use paper thin section for thick, wavy, coarse hair for more better keratin treatment result. While for fine to medium hair, section a little more hair. For virgin, healthier hair strand, you can use 5 to 6 strokes of iron during the ironing process. While for the damaged part of the hair, which is normally mid-lengths to ends, it should have less strokes of about 2 to 3 times. Damaged part of hair will become dry and frizzy if you do apply the same strokes like in the virgin hair. Also, when you blow dry and iron hair, avoid direct contact with an electric fan or air condition because it will disturb the oxidation process of the aldehyde, which might cause eye irritation. Now that we have completed the Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment process, you can see Miss Trina's hair color more vibrant, hair becomes smoother, healthier, and frizz-free. Remember, don't forget to advise your client to wash their hair after 48 hours. Don't forget to recommend your client to buy and bring home our Foliage Alpha Keratin treatment daily shampoo and conditioner for a more lasting keratin effect of up to 2 to 3 months.